Hi, good afternoon.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Well, my name is Jasmineika, and I'm the medical social worker here for the VA. Did you have trouble finding me?
Um, no, I live on base, so it's not hard.
Okay. Just have to get through a couple of logistics before we really dive into the point of this meeting. I just wanted to inform you that part of the paperwork, I know you filled out a bunch of paperwork about the front office.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to let you know you signed a consent form which states that everything that we talk about is confidential, just between you and I. But if you disclose that you may be a harm to yourself
Mm-hmm.
or others, I have to report it. And if I get called into court and have to disclose some of our conversations, I will. And I may have to talk to my supervisors or other co-workers about specifics in your case, but I won't ever disclose big stuff or anything. So unless I have to, are you okay with that?
And I guess I don't have a choice, right?
Don't say it like that. It's okay. But I want to ask you, how are you doing today?
Honestly,
Excuse me. Honestly.
well, I woke up and I couldn't feel my legs for a little bit. The doctor said that after the accident, like I pinched some nerves, so
Mm-hmm.
um, there's a possibility that if I move wrong, that I might lose the use of my legs. Um,
Wow.
I woke up with a blinding headache. I couldn't keep my eyes open because the sunlight was hurting real bad.
Wow.
Um, I don't feel good. I haven't felt good in a long time.
Okay. Now, just not to disrupt you, but thank you for sharing that with me. I appreciate that. But I just want to let you know, in case you see me dabbling with my computer or writing some things, I'm just taking notes. And don't worry, I'm not writing bad things. And you are more than welcome to see what I'm writing if I do write something. But just so you know, so you don't feel awkward.
Okay.
Okay, so can we just backtrack a little bit? So what exactly happened?
Well, me and my friend Harrison, we were coming from watching a football game,
Mm-hmm.
and it was raining that day or that evening, I should say, and it was on a two-lane road, so there wasn't a lot of space, and there weren't a lot of sort of like for street lights.
Okay.
So it was really dark, and I couldn't really see where I was driving, and I couldn't see that as I was driving, there was a turn coming up.
Right.
And once I saw it, it was a little bit too late, and so I turned a little bit too sharply,
Mm-hmm.
and because of the rainwater on the road, I hydroplaned and lost control of my vehicle, and I hit a tree pretty bad, and I hurt my friend Harrison.
Wow.
Who's still in the hospital.
Right.
He was the one that referred me to you because he said that you've been working with him, and he appreciated you and your patience, and so because I feel like I owe him,
Right.
I came in. I didn't want to come in, but
Okay. And I appreciate those kind words. Excuse me. I appreciate those kind words, and that really does make me feel good. But how are you dealing with that? What are you doing for you?
what do you mean?
And what I mean by what are you doing for you? How are you coping? What are you doing for you? Do you have family, significant other? Who in your world is helping you to go through this? Are you going through this with, I should say?
Nobody really. I haven't been to church since the accident,
Mm.
I have family that lives in the area, but we've never really been especially close. So we're kind of distant.
Mm.
And a lot of my friends, they moved, away, because we're all older. You just
Mm.
move and whatnot. So, um, yeah, that's. I guess I'm not really doing much of anything to cope. I guess I just sleep a
Mm. Now let me ask you this:
lot. Mm.
what do you need? What is it that you feel? What services? What do you feel that you need to help you to get through this? And I mean, you may not know what it looks like now. Just let that marinate. Like, what is it that you need so you can feel like your best self?
You mean like immediate needs or just like?
Like, yeah, what are some of your immediate needs?
Oh, okay,
Let's,
good.
you know what, that's where we'll go right now. So tell me, what are some of your immediate needs that you need right
I
now?
was gonna say, because if you're asking me like long term, like I don't know, but
Let's work short term.
short
What are
term.
some things that you need?
Well, I'm not sure if you noticed, but I've been kind of speaking slowly,
Mm-hmm.
and that was as a result of my accident.
Right.
And like I said before, I kind of have these headaches,
Mm-hmm.
um, and it's just it's difficult to deal with. So, I've been evaluated by a doctor,
Mm-hmm.
but here pretty soon I'm getting medically retired from the Air Force.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure how that works. Like, am I going to continue to receive medical benefits through the military, or am I going to have to go through the VA? Like, I don't really know how that works. I hadn't really looked into it yet.
Okay, so let me explain a few things.
Mm-hmm.
Because you were referred to me and I'm working in the VA,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be here to help you transition from being active to not being active. So part of that, and I know it's tough. I know it's tough. Don't worry, you're not alone. I'm gonna be here to support you.
Well, I mean, I've been in the military almost 15 years. It's just like I'm not even comfortable with the idea of not being in anymore. Like I don't know what am I gonna do?
You know, and you know what? And I have a lot of clients who say um, that this has been their identity
Mm-hmm.
for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that, and it's just hard to conceptualize doing something that you love, your career, just everything that who you are pretty much has been invested into this for 15 years. And then for that to just be gone, that's problematic in itself for some. But I do feel that with my services, counseling, and even enrolling in some classes at the local college
Mm-hmm.
can help you to transition to life as a civilian.
I like all that, except I'm not really feeling the counseling thing. I don't want to talk to a shrink. Like I don't want to go talk to a counselor. I don't really think I need to.
You don't think you need to?
No.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. But I just want to let you know that option is always there. That if you ever feel the need that you do need to talk to somebody that's more than me,
Mm-hmm.
that we do have those services.
Okay.
And I can refer you to some great people.
Okay.
Would you be interested in going to like a support group?
No. Not really.
That's okay. We can worry about that later.
Okay.
But first, we should worry about some things that are on our short-term list. So, are you okay with enrolling in classes at the local college?
Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of classes? What are some of your interests?
I've always wanted to get into photography, so maybe journalism.
Oh, great. Okay. So, photography and journalism. Okay. So, what other classes would you be interested in taking?
You mean like what I want my major to be, or what?
No, besides other interests.
Music.
Music.
It's a big deal to me.
Okay, so I can kind of figure out where we can place you. That's actually, I'm going to refer you to, in this office we have a college counselor that's a representative from the college, the local college. So I can link you guys up, and you can sit down and tell her that these are your interests, and I can get you enrolled in some classes.
Actually, that would be really good. I would really
So-
like that.
Okay, and also I see you're gonna have to move off of base.
Yeah,
So how do you feel about that?
not good. I don't really feel that good about that.
It's okay, but I know it's special housing services that will help you to find a place to stay.
Okay.
Because I know that's stressful in itself, but we have resources to help you find housing off base.
It has to be particular because I even though I drove here, I can't really like drive for long periods of time. So I'm gonna have to be more dependent on public transportation. But I've never used public transportation before. Like I don't know how that works. I was just planning to use like Uber or just get a taxi to get around when I couldn't drive.
We have vouchers, taxi vouchers.
Oh really?
Yes, that I can give you, that you will give to them and to the taxi driver, of course. And it will take you to and from the hospital. And I also can arrange for you to be picked up on like a bus
Okay.
of the sort that's like a door-to-door service.
Well, what about just like when I start going to class? Like I'm not always going to be able to drive. Should I think I should, because the taxi vouchers they're only good for what I understand, between the hospital and my home, right?
Yeah, there's buses that will take you
Okay.
to and from school. Like, how would you feel about that?
It will be fine. I just, like I said, I'm a little apprehensive because I've never been on a bus before, so I don't know how to actually do it. Like I don't know where to stand. I don't know what time to be standing. I don't.
You'll be okay. I know the bus seems like very scary, but you'll be okay. You've been in the Air Force. You can tackle the bus.
I know, but
I feel faith.
But since my accident, I just get so confused.
Right.
I just don't want to end up somewhere, because I forgot to get off at my stop and then not know where I'm at.
Right.
So I'm just kind of scared.
If you want, maybe our next appointment can be on your bus route, and I can get on the bus with you and show you how to do it. Would that make you feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Don't worry. We're in this together. We're in this together. So I don't want you to feel alone. I notice you're looking down. What's wrong? I feel like.
Is this? I'm sorry. Is this
okay.
hitting me all at the same time?
What's hitting you? Like, what are you feeling?
Just the everything. Like everything. Everything's moving so fast. Like I just don't know. Like I don't know.
Okay.
It's my friend, like Harrison. He's in the hospital, and I put him there, and like that should be me. Like like he should be.
This is one of the things that I want to work with you on, realizing that this is not your fault. This is not something that could have been avoided. It's not your fault, and the more that you blame yourself, the less that you can possibly heal from it. And that's why I would really like you to talk to one of our counselors here who can really sit down and help you to get back to feeling better about you. Because I've been listening to you, it sounds like you have so many positive and great attributes that you can't see them right now. You can't see what I see, and I want to help you to see what I see in you. And may I ask why you're so scared to see a therapist or a counselor?
I just don't know. I'm ready to get into all that. It's just a lot. It's a lot to deal with.
It's a lot.
So I just don't know that I'm ready. I'm just scared.
You're scared. And you know what? And I appreciate you so much for admitting that you're scared, because this is a scary situation. And I want to applaud you for taking and having the courage. It takes great courage to admit the things that you're admitting to me. And I want to commend you on that. Because not many people can do that. Not many people can do that. And it takes a special person. And you're special. So it's okay. So, I mean, it's always there for you. And I mean, even if, you just, out of the blue want to go see someone to talk, you just know that that's there. And I know some great people who can really help you. And even and then it doesn't even have to be like a committed thing. You can just go in and talk to one of my colleagues just one time and see how it, just get the feelers out there. Would you be interested in at least doing like a feelers?
I think I think I can do that. And even like you say, even if I just try it one time.
Yeah, there's nothing lost, but not to try it all. So and thank you for being open to feeling like I want to at least try. So that's what we'll do. So that's what we'll do. I'll set you up. I'll make an appointment looking to see what I have in the calendar for our next session. I'll get you an appointment with one of the counselors who's actually a friend of mine. So you'll be in good hands. So I got that appointment squared away. Already looked in the computer. We're fine.
I really appreciate you kind of pressing me on that, because it's, in all honesty, it's just, I've been in the military for so long and I've been in charge of so many things. Like, sometimes it's really hard to ask for help, because I've been in a position to help so many people. Like, it's hard to learn how to accept that somebody else might need to help you.
One of the things that I can contest, that's something that I've learned, is that we can't help others unless we help ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you've given so much of yourself, more so than a lot of other people could give of themselves, that it's hard for you to be on the recipient end of getting help. But as we're constantly learning and growing, I think one of the things that you're learning how to do is ask for help. And there's no shame in asking for help. Let me ask you this. Have you ever made someone feel bad for asking you for help?
No, I'd never do that.
Then why do you feel as though you can't be the one asking for help? What makes you so much different than other people that you've helped? You breathe like them, right? You live like them, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have needs and wants just like them.
Mm-hmm.
So why can't you ask for help?
Because I don't want to look weak, but
it doesn't make you look weak. You're actually stronger because you're asking. Because a lot of us, we suffer in silence. And you have enough courage to walk through the door. By you walking through my door today was your first step in asking for help. Whether you realized it or not, whether this was mandatory or not, you still came. And you're trying to improve your life, your quality of life, and make things better. So look up. Look up. Keep your head up. You got this. I'm here for you.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem. And I want you to really understand that I sincerely care. You're cared about. You're going to make it.
I get that as we talk. Like you seem like you really care. I do. It seems like we're coming up to the end of our time, but I do want to talk about one thing.
Yes.
I wanted to talk about. I know I brought it up before, but my headaches.
Okay. Oh yes. So what exactly is going on with your headaches?
I have like real bad light sensitivity.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said before, it takes a while for me to start saying stuff. I didn't used to be such a slow speaker.
Okay. So what we can do is we should get you back in to see a doctor. When was the last time you seen your primary health physician?
Really? It's been a little bit because I don't, want to go to the hospital. I don't want to, deal with all that. So, and I'm not hurt like Harrison is. So I just feel like if all I have to worry about is a little headache, then why do I have to?
We should worry about everything because you were in such a bad accident. We don't want there to be something going on inside of you that we don't know about that could have been prevented. So would you be opposed to us making an appointment to see your doctor, and then from there seeing like a specialist?
I guess not. You know, I mean, so many people in the military have TBIs nowadays that I know the technology is probably much better. So,
Yeah.
I guess I don't have a problem.
Yeah, and I mean, besides, who's gonna know that you went to the doctor? That's your business.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my goodness, it sounds like our time is almost up. That was so fast.
Yeah, it did go by pretty fast.
So before I close out with you, is there any other comments, questions, concerns? Like we can go over our plan.
Mm-hmm.
You want to let's go over our plan real quick. If you don't, if you have a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm good
Okay.
as long as you got time.
Well, there's a few minutes before my next client. So our plan is we're going to make you an appointment to see the therapist. We're going to make you an appointment to see your doctor, and of course to see if there's like other tests to talk about your headaches.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're also going to link you up with the college career counselor,
Mm-hmm.
who's going to help you get into some classes.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to link you up with getting bus pass and those taxi vouchers
Mm-hmm.
to help you get around. Also, you're going to take one of the housing applications for off-base living.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it.
That sounds about right.
So those are the things that we're going to work on. I really want us to focus on getting you feeling good. And it's just help you feel better, I should say. So we're going to work on your housing. We're going to work on getting you healthy again and seeing your doctor. We're going to see the therapist, and we're going to get you into some classes.
I like that. That sounds good.
And don't forget, our next appointment is I'm actually going to give you a phone call so I can meet you so we can take the bus together.
Okay.
So is that good?
That sounds really good.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Have a nice day.
You too.